What's going on YouTube? It's Matt here. I wanted to make a quick video here giving 3 reasons why you might consider medical device sales and also 3 cons of medical device sales that you want to think about before jumping into the role. I've been in medical device sales for a little over a year now, so I think I'm in a position now where I can talk about it a little bit more. So without further ado, we're going to get right into the video. All right, so number 1 is going to be the flexibility of the job. I would say this is one of the biggest pros for me. Coming from athletic training, where it is a very typical 8-hour plus job during, you would come in for athletic training hours. Sometimes you wouldn't leave until 10, 11 p.m., depending on, the sport or game coverage. Medical device sales is not like that, especially for me. I kind of make my own schedule, try and book physician appointments, cover cases when they're on there. Sometimes you can't get out of a case because they'll just pop up add-on cases. But however, when your case is done for the day, sometimes you can be done for the day. I don't recommend doing that because, with how competitive the market is, I would, work as much as you can, try and, get your competitors out of where they are. However, I do think that the flexibility of the job is much, much better than other typical 9-to-5s. For example, I usually wake up around 4 a.m., start to chart my territory, go out for the day, and then, depending on the day, sometimes you can leave early, sometimes you can leave a little bit later. It just kind of all depends on you and what you want to work for. Number 2 for the pros of doing this is going to be the pay. All right, so the pay that I was getting when I was doing athletic training was around $40,000 a year. I would say, honestly, in my medical device sales job now, it's probably about 3 times that amount. So the pay is great. The pay can honestly be life-changing. The things that I'm able to do with my life now, as opposed to when I was an athletic trainer, is just night and day. Getting 3 times that paycheck amount will allow me to save up for more things, buy more houses, more real estate, just have an overall quality of life where I'm not really looking at numbers on pieces of papers anymore when I'm trying to buy something. So that is a big positive for this. If you're getting into a territory manager position, a lot of the time you're going to be making, over 6 figures. So keep that in mind. Typical associate territory manager roles can range anywhere from, around 50 to 80. Sometimes their pay structure gets a little bit different, but just know that if you're getting into a normal medical sales device role, you will probably be making 6 figures over. The next pro to medical device sales is going to be once you're in, you're in. So it's very hard to break in, right? So if you're going to break in, especially with no sales experience, you're going to have to do a ton of interview prep. You're going to have to reach out to a lot of recruiters, a lot of territory managers, regional sales directors. Those are the people to reach out to, and more than likely you'll be doing a lot of them. So, what I would do is this, like, once you're in, you are in. Okay, so once you're in, especially if you've proven yourself in this, there's going to be other companies that are going to be reaching out to you, via LinkedIn. They're going to get your email. They're going to headhunt you somehow. So, the jobs are going to start lining up here with medical device sales. You just got to break in. All right, now let's get into the cons here working into medical device sales, because all great things are not going to come with a negative attached to them. There's always going to be an opportunity cost for a benefit that you are receiving. So, one of the cons that I have seen medical device sales, based on how people look at it, is the quota structure. So, if you're a kind of person that doesn't like, your manager is constantly talking to you, asking why this number is a certain way, asking what accounts are doing, then this job would not be for you, because you have to have a very good relationship with your regional sales directors, managers, any one of them. So, if you see their name popping up on your phone, it's got to be a good relationship with them, and you have to know and have the want to achieve that higher number every single month, or medical device sales is just going to become more of a chore for you rather than it is, a fun time. Another con with med device sales is coming in, and number 2 is how many hours you're going to have to work. So I know before I said the flexibility was better, which it is, but if you want to succeed in medical device sales, you have to be willing to put in many more hours than the competition is. This is a dog-eat-dog world here. So if you're not doing something to take your competition out, they're doing something to take you out. So you have to go to bed every night knowing that, and then you have to go to bed and wake up every morning thinking, how am I going to take them out? How am I going to do better than them in, our same job? How am I going to get physicians to use me over them? So the hours that you do have to put in order to be very successful in this job are very high. You can't expect to just do a 30-hour work week and someone else is putting in 60 and then you're going to outwork them. So know that before coming in. All right, so the last con for this is going to be the application process. The application process is very vigorous. Usually you're going to go through multiple rounds of interviews. Typically a recruiter will find you first, and then they're going to send you to, either another recruiter or a sales manager, and then you might be directed to the regional sales manager, and then you might have to do a Gallup test depending on who you work for. I know companies like Stryker require a Gallup test. A lot of them do. So it's going to be you. I mean, typically there are 30 to 50 applicants that I've seen for certain of these roles just between LinkedIn applying. So, I mean, you could have hundreds of candidates that are on there for one specific medical device role. But if you're the kind of person that enjoys competition like that, like I am, and, I like to think that I'm the best person for that role, so that I would, perceive myself that way and would have a positive experience going about it. This might be a good thing for you. So, with that being said, I think medical device sales is a wonderful career. It has been wonderful to me. So, I think it can very much do that for you as well. But if you have any questions, just leave them down below in the comments. Interested in any other videos, they're going to be right here for you.